Okay, kita sambung semula ya. Okay, tadi dah break. Now kita sambung balik. So just quick revision. Okay, so the answer for number 5, 16/3 actually is wrong. So Alex sudah betulkan. Alex sudah cakap this one salah. So Divya get the different answer. The answer for number 5 is 1/2. Okay, please double check. Please double check. Right, number 5 answer is not 16/3, but 1/2. Okay, double check that answer. Okay, 1/2 here. Right. Okay, so now we already finished first thing, area under the curve against the x-axis. Now we're looking at the area bounded by the region between the curve and the y-axis. Okay, next notes. Okay, look at the next notes. Okay, so sekarang ni baru kita nak start belajar untuk y pula. Right. Now, if you look to the notes that I give you, the example, okay, the example there. Okay, so let me draw first. So 0 to 3, y squared equals to 4x. All right. This is the soalan from the example. Now, lupa. Selalu lukis graf tapi lupa to label. Okay. Now, look at the curve here. It's 0 to 3. 0 to 3. 0 to 3. And the shaded regions is against y-axis. Towards y-axis. Not against x-axis. Kalau x-axis, dia akan shaded ke bawah. Now, dia shaded pergi ke paksi y. Towards the y-axis. And the curve given is y squared equals to 4x, right? Okay, now how we find this area? First, we must notice what is the shaded region about, whether it's x against x-axis or y-axis. That's number 1. And number 2, after we determine it against y-axis, so now what we can do is we find the area straight away. So since it's y-axis, so y1, 0, y2, 3. The subject is x dy. Okay, very straightforward. Okay, integrate 0 to 2 x dy. Now, look at here. This is x. This is y squared equals to 4x. What we need to do is we need to simplify this equation so that x become a subject. That is how we solve the problem for y against y-axis. So from here we can make x become a subject by removing the 4. Okay, by removing the 4 from the right side to the left, so that it become x equal to y squared over by 4. So this makcik you need to replace here. So bila you replace, it become, okay, it will become like this. Integrate 0 to 3 y squared over 4 dy. Kenapa letak y squared over by 4? Because x is our subject now. X a subject equals to y squared over 4. That's why we replace the x with this. Now, we do the normal integration. Normally, we integrate against x. That's why belakang ni dx. Now we integrate this equation against y. That means y become our subject here. Y become our unknown. So just do a normal integration. Y squared will become y cubed over by 3 times 4, which is 12. 0 to 3. Okay? 0 to 3. So this is the answer. Okay? So the y squared plus 1 become cube, and then that 3 we just bring down here, and 3 meet with 4, it become times, so that's why it become 12. So y cube over by 12 and 0 to 3 the limit. So just do the normal substitution. Substitute 3 first, and then minus substitute 0, and then the answer is 9/4. So that's how you solve the problem. that if the soalan is against against y axis. Okay, everyone, tak ada masalah ya. Alright. Now, if you look here, your answer is positive, right? It's not negative. Kenapa? Because the location of the shaded is on the first quadrant. If you look at the second example that I give you, the location of the soalan 2 ialah, okay, the soalan kedua, the location of the shaded is on the second quadrant. Okay, on the sorry, ni salah gambar ni. Second quadrant, yeah. Y, X, 1 and 4. Okay, so if you look at here, the second example, this is second quadrant. Okay, yeah, this is second quadrant. From 1 to 4, the shaded is against y axis, and the x is already subject here, equals to y bracket, y bracket. Okay lah, lagi senang for this question because x already subject. Compared to here, this one y squared is a subject. So now, since this is a second quadrant and also shaded against y axis, so we must use the formula of against y because shaded against y. So as usual, masukkan saja area equals to integrating 1 to 4 x dy. Okay, so integrating 1 to 4 x dy. So x here we just replace with these two bracket, these two makcik masuk here. Okay, so if you look at the example 1 to 4 and then you do the normal expansion before you masuk, it become y squared minus 4y minus y minus 5y plus 4 dy. So this is the bracket. Actually, I already expanded. So it becomes this one. Then you do the normal integration, but now against y, not against x. So integrate the y so that it become y cubed over by 3 minus 5y squared over by 2 plus 4y. Okay, don't forget, this one no need to plus c, because this is not indefinite. This is definite integration. So that's why there's no plus c. Okay, so do the normal integration, then put it the limit 1 to 4, and then you sub 4, and then you sub 1. You need to show that substitution 4 and 1. You want to get the full marks, you need to show that method. Okay, I skip that step. So I leave it for you. So I just write the final answer here is from the example is negative 9/2. Right? The answer is negative 9/2. Now, answer is negative. Why negative? Because look at this one here. The answer positive on the first and the fourth quadrant, but answer in the second and third quadrant will be negative for y axis. That's why when you get the answer is negative, you must put the modulus from the start. Until end of the step. When you get the negative answer, so straight away put the modulus from the starting step until the second last step, and then the final answer will be positive. So yeah, this one no need to put the modulus lah. Okay, because the modulus already neutralized the negative. Okay, that is all about for y axis. Now let's do the exercise. Okay, so for number 1. Okay, kejap. Oh, Puan Gu message I. Okay. Sorry, how you do live class? All students manage to join the class? What you expect I want to answer here? Okay, so korang Puan Gu pun nak buat live class kemungkinan sebab I dah beritahu dia I buat live class. Nanti I respond pada dia. Okay. So so 5N so get ready 5N kalau ada kat sini. Alright. So now let's do the Question number 1. Question number 1. Right. So if you look at the question number 1, the location of the shaded region located on the first quadrant. Okay, on the first quadrant. So we know that the character on the first quadrant, the answer is always positive. Alright, it's always positive. So tak perlu bimbang lah. Okay, whatever, either x exists or against y exists, first quadrant is always positive. So just do a normal integration 0 to 1 x dy, integrate 0 to 1. Since x is already a subject, so just substitute, and then you're supposed to get like this. Okay, we're supposed to get this one. Integrate 0 to 1 x dy, y x dy, because shaded against y exists, and then x is a subject. So now, since the equation given here is x already a subject, so just replace the equation of y minus y squared. Alhamdulillah. Y minus y squared, put it here. So we do the normal integration of y, then we're supposed to get this one. And the limit 0 to 1, substitute as usual. Now, what is the final answer? Tell me. Okay, as usual, check. Tell me the answer. Okay, answer we obtain here 1/6. Divya said 1/6. Alex 1/6. Ashwarya 1/6. Okay, so betul atau tidak? Okay, please double check. Okay, I assume the answer is correct. I malas nak kira, you guys kira sendiri ya. So 1/6 here. Okay, please double check later. Alright, that is number 1. Now let's do number 2. For question number 2, sekejap, someone lagi ada message. Oh my god, Miss Love also want to know how I do the the live class. She want to do the chemistry with you guys lah, maybe. Dia ajar kan 5C kan, chemistry, and 5M, 5B kan, maybe. So nanti I respond pada mereka. Okay, so now question number 2. Cantik gambar ini. The shaded region is located still on the first quadrant. Okay, so when we draw, okay, I draw the curve. This is the shaded 0 to 2. 3y squared is 2x minus 2. Okay, this is the curve for question number 2. So if you look here, 0 to 2, the coordinates, this is y axis. Ayo, lupa nak label. Tak apa, korang faham. So this is the curve, 3y squared equals to x minus 2, x minus 2. Now our subject is not x, but our subject is 3y squared here. Since the shaded is against y axis, so we must use the area against y axis. So integrate 0 to 2 x dy. Okay, as usual, integrate 0 to 2 x dy. Now, how to change this equation so that x becomes a subject? So from the equation, the x equals to, okay, we just tukar the subject here. Instead of 3y squared, now we change to x become a subject. So we just remove the negative 2 to the back side, to the left side. So it becomes x equals to 3y squared plus 2. So x now is already a subject. Now we need to replace this thing into here. Right? 0 to so we do the normal integration. Okay, we do the normal integration here. Alright. So 3y cubed over by 3. 3 and 3, don't forget to cancel. So I lupa nak cancel. Plus 2y and 0 to 2. 0 to 2. Alright, so I cancelling the 3. So now it become y cubed plus 2y. 0 to 3. Now, here. So the 3 I cancelling, so that it become y cubed plus 2y, and then the limit 0 to 3. Sorry, 0 to 2. 0 to 2, Okay, 0 to 2. Now, substitute 2 and 0 as usual. Now tell me the answer. Okay, jawapan I ambil daripada korang. You do the calculation. Okay. Alright, the answer is 12. Okay, someone sudah respond. 12, 12, 12. Okay. So, I think the answer also 12 lah. Okay. I don't know the answer, but you guys need to check. 12, Right. So, next question. How about number 3? Yeah, number 3. Before we solve the problem, I told you always remember that look at the shaded region. It's either against x-axis or y-axis. That's number 1. After we know the type of shaded, x or y-axis, then we need to know the character. If this is y-axis, okay, now look at the shaded region. The shaded region located on the second and the third quadrant. Bawah tu ada sikit Third quadrant ada sikit masuk. Second quadrant, majority of the shaded on the second quadrant, but there's a partial shaded on the third quadrant. So that's the second and third quadrant punya graph. Now, look at these basic rules of shaded region. This is y-axis. Okay, so this one. According to y-axis, so if the location of the shaded region located on the second, it will be negative. And also your graph itu juga ada sikit a part of that shaded also located on the third quadrant. Answer also negative. But they are continuous graph. Both of them located on the second and third quadrant. So, kalau graph macam itu, mana tadi buat? Ini. Kalau graph macam tu, they are same character. They have the same character, even though two different quadrant, but they have same character. That means similar like this. Both of them are different quadrant, but they have similar character, which is positive answer. So instead of we split like this, we can simplify by using the second method here, the second step. So just write from -2 to 2. If you have two equal character, but if you have two different character like this, one is positive, one is negative, so you need to split the fraction, the integration. So if you look at the third question, okay, I lukis balik. -1 to 0 to 3x equals to y squared minus y minus 3. Okay, now this is the third question. Located on the second and third quadrant from -1 to 0 to 3. This is the x equal to something. Now x is already a subject. Sangat mudah. Okay, now since this is against y-axis, so we know the formula is integrate y1, y2, x dy. This will be the formula. Now, since both of them located on the second and third quadrant, doesn't matter, but they have similar character. What I mean by similar character is both of them will give you the negative answer, right? Negative answer. Okay, so first integrate -1 to 0 x dy plus integrate 0 to 3 x dy. Okay, for negative answer, sorry tadi tu yang I explain tadi, kalau positive answer kalau negative answer, because negative answer, both of them, this is negative value, this one also negative value when you check the answer. Okay, let's do this one first. And then try we combine both. Boleh tak guna kalau combine both So, now we do the manual like this. We split the equation first. Because negative, negative, right? So, how much you get the answer? How much you get the answer? You plus both, then what is the answer? Alright, so let's do together. Negative 1, 0. Y squared minus 2y minus 3 plus integrate 0 to 3 y squared minus 2y minus 3. Okay, this one I do both sides. Now let's check. This one negative answer or not? This one negative answer or not? Minus 3y. Okay, now you're supposed to get this one. Okay, same equation, both sides, but the difference is negative 1, 0, and this one 0 to 3. So tell me the answer both sides. This one, how much? This one, how much? Before modulus, if there is a negative answer. Okay, I'm waiting for you to respond on the chat, the answer, left side and the right side. Okay, jawapan. Wah, lamanya korang kira. Okay. Alright, the answer 32 over by 3. Itu jawapan for the whole thing or left, different, right? That one is the final answer for the whole thing, 32 over 3? Okay, yes, the whole thing. Alright. So, memang jawapan dia 32 over by 3. So, that is the whole thing. Okay, whole thing. Right? So, I skip the second step, the second last step. Okay, actually you got negative answer here, right? So make sure you put the modulus and put the modulus the whole thing, and then you will get positive 32 over by 3. So this one should be negative 32 over 3. Then that's why I put the modulus here. Modulus negative 32 over by 3. Okay, now this is we do manually, right? We split the equation. Now, can we simplify this equation? Since they share the same character, even though there are two different quadrant, but they have the similar character, negative answer. So, let's try the simplest, the simplified integration. So since integrate -1 to 0 x dy plus integrate of 0 to 3 x dy. Okay, this is the first thing we do just now. We split the integration. Now we simplify. Because the zero are repeated up and down, so we can combine the equation so that it becomes like this. -1 to 3, because 0 and 0 they canceling each other. Okay, this is the law, the rules of integration. You must refer to, I don't remember the page, the notes I give you. So the page number, so yes, you need to refer that. Okay, 0 and 0 here repeated, so we can canceling. So 91 and 3 combine, become this one. Now, replace this x with the equation of the curve y squared minus 2y minus 3. And then try calculate. Dapat tak the same answer? Okay. Just replace the x with y squared minus 2y minus 3 dy, negative 1 to 3, the limit. Okay, now do the normal integration and substitute 3 and minus the substitution of 91. Then what is the final answer? Is that negative 32 over 3? Ataupun bukan? We get the answer negative 32 over by 3. That means we can simplify the equation like this. Kenapa? Because like I said here, if they have two different quadrants, but they share the same character, positive, positive, so we can combine like this. If they both share the same character, which is minus, negative, negative answer, yes, we can combine. But if they have different character, positive answer, negative answer, that means we cannot combine like this. So, but we need to do the split equation. Okay. Alright, sama sudah respon. I don't know the name here. Nama dia pelik-pelik kat sini. Okay. Macam Klingon punya words. Okay. So, jawapan dia yes. She said yes. The answer same. The answer is negative 32 over by 3 modulus. Then the answer is 32 over by 3, the positive. Okay. Right. Okay, now my time limit will be end up another 10 more minutes. Okay, so I will restart again the Zoom sebab I punya limit until 40 minutes saja. Okay, compare yesterday boleh lama sikit, maybe first time good. Okay, so tak apa, 10 more minutes. Okay, kita teruskan saja. We discuss the question, then I restart balik Zoom. Korang masuk balik ya. Okay, now there is question number 3. Okay, we get the same answer. Right. So now number 4. Okay, the last one, number 4. Okay, for this live first batch ni. Okay, for number 4. Now, if you look at number 4, the shaded region of the first and second quadrant. So on the first and second quadrant, tak cantiknya. Okay, we labeling as B1 and B2. Okay, from 0. Oh, now this one best because there's no coordinates at all. How you find the coordinate? But before you find the coordinates, now look at the equation. The equation gives you x equals to y bracket y minus 1 bracket y minus 3. It's already in a factorization mode. That means from there, we can determine the value of roots of y. Normally, we find the roots of x. Now, we need to find the roots of y. Okay, so since the x equals to y bracket y tolak 1 and makcik y tolak 3, so this makcik, okay, makcik ini x sama dengan y bracket bracket. So y plus x sama dengan, okay, y, the first one here is y alone. That means y equal to 0, the coordinates. And then y tolak 1 here, this makcik y tolak 1, how much the value of root y here? The y is 1. because y minus 1 equal to 0. That means y equals 1. So the coordinate here is 1. And the top is y minus 3 will equal to 0. Then the y equals to 3. That's how we find the coordinate of y-axis. We find the root of y. Okay, 0, 1, and 3. Now, can we solve this problem by using this method? The simplest fraction. Or do we need to use this method to solve the problem? Okay, either first step or second step. Now, how to determine first or second step? That's why we need to check the character. Mana character? Yeah, this character. Now, this is y-axis. Okay, this is y-axis. On the second and first quadrant, second and first quadrant. On the second quadrant, the answer is negative. First quadrant, answer positive. Yeah, there's a two different character here. If we have two different character, we cannot use the simplest integration. We must use the manual like this. We must do the manual split integration because two different character. Okay, so now as usual, area 0 to 1 and then plus 1 to 3. All right, so area equals to 0 to 1 x dy plus 1 to 3 x dy again. Why I split? Because two different character, right? If they have similar character, tak perlu buat yang ini. We can simplify by using the second step like this. Simplify. So now substitute x and x here. Okay, but before you substitute, please expand first. Okay, so then you cut and paste, put it here, right? So when we do the normal expansion, we're supposed to get negative 4y plus 3, and then we're supposed to get this one. Okay, we're supposed to get y cubed minus 4y plus minus 4y squared plus 3y. Okay, all right, we still have 5 more minutes. Okay, before end of the live Zoom here. Okay, so kita cepat sikit. Alright, so area equals to integrate 0 to 1 y cubed minus 4y squared plus 3y plus integrate 1 to 3. Okay, so this one integrate 0 to 1 y cubed minus 4y plus minus 4y squared plus 3 plus 3y, sorry, plus 3y, and then the same thing, put it here, cut and paste. The limit difference 0 to 1, 1 to 3. Now you do the normal integration both sides. Check which answer will give you negative. If you have that negative answer, don't forget to put the makcik modulus. Put from the start. Either this or this, I don't know which one. You need to check yourself. Okay, put the modulus until the second last step. And then the final step is already positive, right? So you plus the final step, then you get the answer. Okay, now tell me the answer. Okay, we still have 3 minutes 44 seconds before end of the live. Okay, cuba kira berapa jawapan dia. Okay, someone sudah respond. The answer is 37/12. Okay. The whole answer or partial is one side answer. This one should be whole answer, right? 37/12. Okay, the whole answer. So someone, Alex also said the whole answer, and T, I don't know the name is, also said the same things. 37/12 is the whole answer. Okay, so okay lah. This is all about the shaded region against x and against y. Okay, for area. All right. So let's I think that we stop here first. Then I restart again the live Zoom here, then nanti I invite balik. Okay.